Minneapolis, Minnesota, in the United States of America. This is my beautiful family, my wife, and my three lovely children. Mark my words, I don't know when, and I don't know how. Chad Gable will be back in AAA. From now on, this is yours.
Also in the graphic. Would you stop? Why can't we all just agree that the Judgment Day is a peaceful, cohesive unit, and Roxanne will most likely challenge Rhea Ripley or whoever the WWE Women's Champion is? I don't know what it is. Well, then Liv is free to challenge Rhea and take it off. You and your wedge driving in the Judgment Day really bothers me. Among other accolades, and we're underway. And a right hand by Legend. Legend is young Perez. What do the other three have to do to make sure Legend doesn't win this thing? Well, you like the strategy we saw in the opening men's contest. Gang up on the big man. Gang up on the big woman in this instance. Take out Lash Legend and then fight amongst yourselves. And Julia just caught by Legend. She thrust across the ring. Legend showing off the power. Io Sky launching herself off the top rope. That's what it's going to take. Oh, it from behind. The neutralized Lash Legend and Perez making the most of the opportunity. Io Sky. This is the best strategy in a fatal four-way competition. You realize your windows are going to be small. They're going to be very limited. You need to capitalize when the time is right. Oh, wow. Roxanne Perez sending Io out of the ring. Julia, they ran interference. Yeah, and ran into a boot by Legend in Perez. The last Legend. Guillotine stitched in by the beautiful Magnet. Will Legend tap out here? If she does, if she submits, Julia will win this matchup. I don't care how big and strong you are. If you can't catch your breath, you can't fight. Legend. They see Julia up on the top rope now. Julia fighting back, that confident blend of strong style, technical grappling with Julia. And now Lash Legend just overpowering Io Sky. Wood.
And this is our train station mock. So far, this is the underground tube station that will go in our city. I've not completely populated it with people yet. I've just put a few in. I will be populating it later on in this video, but I thought I'd just take you through some of the steps that we use to create this, and before I populate it and put it into the city. For starters, you've got our lovely busker, which is Phoebe Boucher singing Smelly Cat for us all, and you've got Batman, a pirate, and a couple of other random minifigures chilling on a bench. You might wonder why I've used a purple bench. The reason is I had that tile and I couldn't ever see me using it for anything else, so I decided to make a purple bench. Okay, so let me take you through some of the design process. As you can see at the back here, we've got a curved wall. Now, we've made that with a rather complicated process, and I'll show it you from behind so you can see what I've had to do to make that. That stairwell does not like that moving. Bear with me 1 second. There we go, now we can carry on. Right, now I'll show you the process I've used to build this arch. As you can see, I've used a lot of, I don't know what they're called, some form of connector and hook here, and plate, and a kind of like a milled process. Basically, it forms this. I'll take it off to show you. Aren't you lucky? And here's how it's been created, and then it forms that arch. And it connects to that bit of wall using some snot. Okay? And that's how I form that arch. And that's a lot of ignots gone into play there. I've been hoarding those for a little while. There we go, a little while later. I think I still need to figure out, tile off some of this on the bottom, but it does make it much harder to connect when you do, so I do need to figure that out. Don't know where Harry Potter's gone, but he's gone. I'm pretty sure he was on there. Anyway, I had some parts left over from the little city skyline set, so I've used those to kind of make my signage. I'm not convinced that'll be the finished product. I might end up going to Bricklink and see what I can find. Also look at some custom stickers and stuff like that. But that will then lead up. My train station is below my city, and you'll see this when we place this. So this is how this is going to work. I need to order some more 1x1s in light grey. I need to do that for the whole of my city anyway, for the whole of my train track, so I knew about that. Anyway, I'm going to populate this now, and I'll be right back and show you when I've done that. And there we go. I could flesh it out some more at some point, but I've got a nice array of randomly mixed characters getting ready to board our train/tube in our city, and it looks like it's only going to Big Ben or Buckingham Palace. But yeah, I think that kind of gives it a bit more life, adds a bit more look to it. I love the way the tube stations come out. I've really enjoyed making this mock. It actually, every time I make a mock, it reignites my love for Lego more and more. And if you've never built a mock, okay, so the one thing I will say, I need to say thank you to a couple of Facebook groups that have helped me source these parts. The masonry on the back clearly is off the pad wall. Same with this white tile on the front. These gold ignots were from a Facebook group called Lorna's Lego Squares. She sells Lego parts. Cheap little parts, bits. You build up a bag. You pay for the postage on your bag once you've got a decent amount of parts in there. And she works on a weekly basis. She has a friend in that group as well called Sue, who does the same thing. They run a lovely little group, a good community, and if you're a mock builder, tools like that are endless, and I'm constantly looking for these little groups. There's more and more cropping up on Facebook, and I'll plug the others as and when nearer the time on maybe the next mock. But I can definitely say these Ignots were a big thanks to her. And a lot of my parts, to be honest, I'm forever buying, not just bulk job lots, although we all know I buy lots of bulk job lots, but other parts as well. Anyway, the minifigures that are in the station today were just bits and bobs I had left lying around that I wasn't really using. You know, you've got your Harry Potter, your Darth Vader, you've got some classic City, a little bit of Ninjago hidden there. I probably should go look and see if that torso is worth anything, especially with Ninjago the way it's been recently. My friends, my extra friends characters, because I brought 2 of the Central Perk and the apartment complex I brought once to go into my sit complex, so obviously I've only used the characters once for there, and the rest are just randomised figures that are in my city, and that just brings it to life. Anyway, this is the mock. I'm now going to go place it in the city, and I'll show you when I've done that. And we have placed the train station. Or the underground tube station, as I'm calling it. And yeah, we have trains whizzing around us. So yeah, that is the finished project. I'm really happy with how that's turned out. I mean, you might have a difference of opinion, but the way that looks underneath my city, saving me a lot of space having a train station underneath rather than up above, and same with the train track, I'll be honest, and space is a primary system for me now. So yeah, there is the underground station in all its glory, the finished product, so to speak. I mean, I think I've got some work to do on some of the tracking places and things like that. I think I might want to get a different motor for the train. Seems to struggle pulling both those carriages. It might be the track though, I'll have to have a look at that. The plan was to have a look at this over the summer anyway, because I don't feel it's even in some places where it should be. But yes, so we'll get on that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more LEGO content. Alright, take care, see you soon.